Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Well, something very interesting is happening in the print-on-demand world. Seems like Amazon merge, they are introducing changes, they want to get bigger and, really take over the business of the other print-on-demand websites. And it seems like the other print-on-demand websites, they try to introduce some, unique changes to their websites like Spreadshirt has done today, and I'd like to take you through these upcoming changes. There's another example with TeePublic who try to get more towards unique designs, and they only publish designs on the marketplace which are considered unique or special, but it's not a very transparent process. Then Zazzle, they've got their Z rank, which is also a bit, it is sort of transparent, but then again, you don't really know what you need to do to get to that higher level. And it feels like, the only print-on-demand company that's really transparent about what you need to do is Amazon. That's my opinion, because it's pretty clear you need to have that many sales. Yeah, there might be a few other factors, like if you have a lot of rejections and whatever, but I think it is pretty transparent. Now, Spreadshirt now try to introduce a change here, which, to be honest, I'm not really friends with, at least what it looks like it at the moment. So in terms of what I have understood, I'm not really friends with that. I don't really know what sort of difference it makes, why it should make Spreadshirt better. I think it will have a negative impact. But that is only my opinion at the moment. You can, if you have another opinion, let me know, and I'll take you through these changes which are coming up. As you probably know, Spreadshirt is my strongest platform, which is why I'm a little bit upset about this change. Obviously, that just shows again that you need to get, when you're in print on demand, you need to get independent of these websites. You need to, when you start, obviously you need to use these websites. You need to build your own, momentum. You need to understand what designs are selling, get a bit of practice. But then I think, and I told it, I said it in a few videos, but I think it just reinforces that you really need to get independent, because these websites can just introduce changes which could have a negative impact on your business. So that is so important then, to have your own business running, to do ads maybe, because at the moment I'm not doing any advertising, but I want to change that soon. I think that is just the next step on my journey. Right, let me take you through these changes here which are coming up. Now, they make it look very nice, introducing Spreadshirt Star Academy. They say, get ready for Spreadshirt Star Academy, our new program for cranking up sales on the marketplace. Honestly, I don't really know how you want to crank up sales with the changes that are coming up, but there you go. They say you'll get lots of benefits and opportunities. But again, on the other hand, I think many people are punished. But let's carry on. So you can become a star in the sky of designs. Okay, the countdown is on. So it's not been introduced yet, but it's coming. And it's a big change. It will change the marketplace forever, I think, at least for the years to come. Spreadshirt Star Academy, well, they make it look nice. They say that you will be awarded a star class, which is just another word for a tier, like on Amazon, or a Z rank, pretty much. Yeah, so that's what they call it, a star class, based on your sales history, the quality and the relevance of your designs. Now, the first thing here is sales history. If you're a beginner, you obviously you don't have a sales history, so that's one thing. The quality, right? So what is a good quality design? You can't really tell, can you? The only person who can really, the only people who can decide if a design is good are the customers, which then reflects on your sales history. But how can they? They can't really tell what's a good quality. It's very subjective, isn't it? There are many text-based designs that are selling really well, and do you say a text-based design doesn't have a good quality just because it's a simple design? It's really hard to say, isn't it? And then they say the relevance, whatever relevance really means. Okay, let's carry on. There are 5 different star classes, each unlocking their own unique perks. No matter the star class you start, will support you in marketing your designs, okay? But they are doing that already. They are doing marketing for you. As your design quality and sales improve, you're upgraded to a new star class. It is very similar to Amazon Merch, you can tell already. So you start with a low tier, and then the more sales you get, the higher you get. But unfortunately, it's not really clear. They say as your design quality improve. Well, design quality, do they really say they will judge your design quality. I'm not really friends with that, because as I said, different customers are looking for different things, and not everybody has the same opinion about designs. There are people out there who create, fantastic designs, but they are very complex. Some people just don't want to wear them. But does that mean it's a good design? Does that mean it's maybe too much? I don't know. Right, they say our joint mission. That's why they do it. Currently 140,000 designs are published on our platforms every week. That's a lot. Yes, I agree. Spreadshirt Star Academy ensures your customers will find what they are looking for. Your best designs on the marketplace. I am a bit concerned that means that designs that they don't think are good, or the designs of people who are in a lower star class, they will be treated like they are treated on TeePublic. People start there and their designs don't show up. And this is so discouraging. It's not motivating for anybody who's just starting out. So if you're just thinking about starting on Spreadshirt, definitely do it now. If you wait, you might have a problem, because you might struggle to get a kickstart. Because at the moment you can just upload, your designs will be published, and you can make sales. I don't really know how it will be in the future. If you have if you are unlucky, you start in a low star class and might be limited in terms of what you can publish, or your designs might not show up at all. Right, so this is, they only talk about the benefits, of course. They don't talk about the negative sides. So they say out of this world designer benefits, right? Must be something really good. So as you make your journey through the galaxies, you will gain access to advantages that will help you sell more. But in my opinion, you have all these advantages now. What they do in the future, they take the advantages of some people and give them to others who are apparently, according to them, make really nice designs. But again, that's very subjective, isn't it? Whether you're in Star Class 1 or Star Class 5, we've got something for you. Now they say, Spreadshirt campaigns. We will feature your designs in our newsletter, social accounts, on the Spreadshirt marketplace, or on external marketplaces. Now, to what I know, they already do this anyway. Instant publishing. Your designs are available for sale on the marketplace minutes after publishing them. They do that already. International publishing. Sell your internationally suitable designs on all languages and domains of your platform. They do that already. Publishing limit. That's where it gets not very interesting. A maximum number of designs you can publish in your star class on the marketplace. The publishing limit is independent of the upload limit. So what does that mean? Does that mean you can upload, they have an upload limit of 20 per day. Does that mean if you're in a lower star class, you can only, let's say you can upload 20 a day, but can you only publish 5 a day? That doesn't make any sense, does it? And the fan art program. Soon after the start of the Spreadshirt Star Academy, and depending on your star class, you will have access to the official brands of our licensed partners. Use brands like Smiley and others to create your own designs. It's completely legit and free of charge. That might be the only thing, I don't know if they are doing that already, but that might be the only thing that might be a little bit interesting. I'm not sure. Let's go into the detail here. So they say, if you're new on Spreadshirt, we will support you with a starter package. As a starter, you will receive exclusive tips for success that are tailored to your current situation. Well, I don't know, is that mentoring? What is that? One-to-one support? I don't know. As soon as you have published 10 designs, we will check the quality and the relevance of the designs so we can award you a new higher star class. Opportunity awaits. Now that's the thing, you have this opportunity already. They just take things away from new designers. Again, I think what they do, they try to stop people from uploading series of designs, and they've done that before, where you have similar designs and you upload, let's say 20 a day and they're all similar. They try to stop people from doing that. Now, I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea. It just stops the marketplace to be spammed. What I don't agree with is that, you have these initial 10 designs, they are all suddenly checked, individually by somebody, and that person then makes a decision where to put you in terms of your star class. I just don't like that. That is so discouraging for new starters, because what you can do now, if you start with Spreadshirt, you can just upload 20 designs. Tomorrow you can upload another 20, and it just gives you a quick start to the business. Now, if you have to publish 10, then they look at them, maybe it takes a few days, I don't know. And then if you're lucky, you get to a higher star class. If you're unlucky, then not, and that is not really good. So they say, okay, star class 1, you're a starter, you're up here. but then I think you have an unlimited publishing limit in the star class 1, but then after 10 they look at it anyway, and then they decide, do they put you in 2, 3, 4, or 5. So it doesn't mean that you have to start 1, then you go 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. No, what they will do with everybody on the marketplace apparently, and I don't know how that works, but they will put you into a star class straight away. So for me, for example, if they say, right, maybe you are star 3, then they put me directly into 3, just based on my sales history and based on if they like my designs or not. Now they say exclusive success tips. Now everybody's getting that anyway, right? Spreadshirt campaigns anyway, instant publishing anyway, international publishing anyway. Everybody's getting that. It only seems like the star class starter 1 doesn't get that, but I don't know. Fan art program, you get that from class 3, and then in here star class 5 gets access to exclusive events in the Facebook group. I don't understand what that means. Publishing limit. Does it mean you can only have 500 designs online if you're star class 3? If you're star class 4, unlimited. So it definitely makes sense to get, if you can, to get into star classes 4 and 5, but it all depends on how strict they are. That is what I mean, you know. If what it is so hard to say. It is so hard to say really what they judge that on. Now, and then it gets a little bit more detailed down here. So they say your star class is determined by your total sales, which makes sense. Yeah, okay. But even then, it just is harder for starters then. You know, because if you're a starter and, you know, you only have 100 designs, whatever, and you get into star class 2, yeah, because you're new, you know, practicing, right, and let's say you upload 20 a day. You will very soon reach your 200. But maybe it takes a while for you to get sales. So it will stop you from uploading further designs or publish further designs. So it will stop you from getting to star class 3, or it will take much longer. And that is so annoying. That's so bad for starters, in my opinion. It's not good. It's not good. So your star class, so yeah, your star class is determined by your total sales, design quality, design relevance, and rejection rate. And rejection rate, that's another thing. And again, sorry, design quality, yeah, what does that mean? So that's, again, subjective. Design relevance, no idea what that means. And rejection rate. And I don't like that, because with the rejections on Spreadshirt, everybody who's uploaded to Spreadshirt, you know, sometimes they just reject the design and you don't really know what or why they reject it. You know, there are different reasons they've got on their website, but they've got some reasons which are just not pretty clear. They reject design sometimes, they're not quite sure if that is actually your design. Now, if you never bothered and you never told them that is actually your design, so you can obviously email them and then it takes a while for them to reply, but sometimes you just don't bother and then you don't tell them. So that might count against you now. So then they say for the higher star classes, you need either 100 sales once or 5 truly special, unique and original designs classified as relevant by our design team. Now, from all of that, it looks like for me, I should straight away get into at least 4, because I do have 100 sales. I'm not sure what they mean with 5 truly special, unique and original designs classified as relevant by our design team. That is one of these things which I find annoying. Because what does it mean? Does it mean that, you know, somebody could create a crazy design, but nobody likes it? But maybe the designers here, you know, their design team like it, but maybe nobody would buy it. You know, these are the things which don't really make sense to me. Our design experts consider a design relevant if it positively stands out from the crowd. Now, again, what does it mean? What do you need to do to make it positively stand out? If you're performing well, you can skip one or more star classes straight away. Now, what does it mean for each star class? So you start down here, yeah, with a star class 1, you're a starter. They say new designers automatically land in star class 1. You have 10 publishing limit. So you publish your 10, and then they decide when you've got your first 10 published, you know, do you go to 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if they put you in 2, you only have a publishing limit of 200. And to level up your star class 2, you need to publish at least 10 designs. Okay, and then they look at it, and then if you have 10 and they find them okay, they put you in 2. To level up to star class 3, you need 5 designs that are considered relevant by our design experts. Now, again, what is relevant? What does it mean? No idea. Star class 4, and I've got that. So you need a total of 100 sales to reach star class 4. I've got 100 sales, but then if they don't like my designs, What does it mean? Do I get, do I get punished for that? At least I would have unlimited publishing limits. Master of the Galaxy. Okay, you need a total of 100 sales and 5 designs that are considered relevant. Okay, I could have that. I'm not sure. Do I have it? Do I have not? Yeah, I've got no idea. I've got many text-based designs as well. Maybe they are selling well. Maybe they don't like it. I've got no idea. How to tell. So, and then what they say, and no worries, you won't lose current star class if you put things on cruise control for a while. Spreadshirt star currently knows only one direction, upwards, which is good. At least you can't drop. The only exception is if you become lost in space. Interesting. So what does that mean? We generally review the number of designs that have been rejected based on our guidelines. If too many of your designs have been rejected, your status could change to lost in space. You can find out more. Blah, blah, blah. Right, rejection. I talked about that in another video like a month ago. Design rejection because of rights unaccounted for. As a designer, you can earn money with your ideas. Okay, protecting rights of use and copyright is in your best interest. Generally, we will refuse to publish designs if we are unable to directly trace or connect the design to you. Even if a design is labeled as public domain content by third parties, the rights of use might not be clearly stated. If this is the case, then we must reject the design. If you are the actual creator of a design and have a question, so you have to tell them then and make sure that they know that you're the creator, designer. They generally, Spreadshirt don't really like if you use designs from a third-party platform, but still, if you have the rights, if you own the rights, then they shouldn't reject it. That's the thing. If you just don't bother, you don't tell them, then you have a lot of rejected designs potentially. All right, stand by for takeoff. Spreadshirt Star Academy was developed together with several marketplace designers and beta tests. Here's some of the feedback. Of course, only positive feedback. Well, they've got some comments down here, some negative comments as well. Here, James didn't really like it. Then they answered, and they reply. Yeah, generally, I'm not a fan of it. I have over 100 sales on Spreadshirt. In terms of that, I'm not worried, but I'm worried for every new starter. I'm worried for people who are just starting with print on demand, who are motivated, who want to push a lot of designs out, who want to try out things. And with Spreadshirt, you currently have a really good possibility to do it, and you can get sales pretty fast. Now in the future, I don't know how they would actually practically implement that, but in the worst case, it could mean that it really slows down your progress in print on demand. And it seems like they want to increase the design quality on the page, which is not a problem, which is really good actually. But then again, I think, in the end, it's the customer who's deciding, isn't it? And if just because they might not like a design and their design team might not really like your designs, but they are still selling, it looks like it could have a negative impact on you. In terms of, does it really make Spreadshirt future-proof? I don't know. I don't really know what they plan, why they do that. I guess there were a lot of designers who were frustrated because a lot of people just maybe create text-based designs, and then if people really put work into a design, these designs obviously don't stand out. And I get that. I totally get that. But, if they want to get a platform only for people who really create unique designs, that's fine. That's obviously Spreadshirt can do that. But it just means that it is much harder for a starter or for new people to start. It also goes against the idea of having passive income, because this will now go much more towards real, let's say designers really who put a lot of work into each individual design. That will obviously mean that if you want to create let's say a design quickly, and you try to automate your processes like I do, that might not be positive, which is fine as well. There are different platforms with different targets and objectives. However, I don't really know, does it really improve Spreadshirt? I'm not sure. We will see. We will see. I just know that it will make it much harder for new people to start on Spreadshirt. And I also don't know, does it really make Spreadshirt stand out compared to Amazon Merch, for example? I mean, this looks like something too where they try to copy Amazon Merge in a certain way by introducing a tier system, something that Amazon Merge already had for a while. And does it really make Spreadshirt stand out? Does it really make Spreadshirt different? I'm not too sure. But I guess they have to do something, and it seems to me that they are struggling to find a way to really cope with Amazon Merge, because with the latest changes in Amazon Merge, where people can upload more and people can just, where the tier doesn't really have that much of a meaning anymore, because even in the lower tiers, you can now upload more, at least more products, into different platforms and marketplaces. It just really goes against Spreadshirt. Amazon Merge, basically over time, they will take over the entire print-on-demand space if companies like Spreadshirt don't do something about it. And apparently they try to do something about it. I mean, Spreadshirt tried a while ago. They implemented a new change. They changed the royalties. So what you could do a year ago, I think, you could change prices yourself. You could set your own margins. And a lot of people, set the margins really high, and they still sold. People made $15 of royalties for a single t-shirt. Unfortunately, customers didn't like that, but it still worked. People still bought these shirts. Now Spreadshirt changed that, made the marketplace, I guess, more competitive from a pricing point of view. Now this is the next big change which is coming, and I think it could be that many other print-on-demand sites will follow. TeePublic already is a bit strange. People don't really like TeePublic anymore. At least many creators, designers don't like TeePublic anymore, because if you're new, your designs just won't show up. Zazzle, they've got the Z rank. Luckily I went a point up now as well on that, but still, these are all things which make it more complicated. It takes longer to learn it all, it takes, for each platform now, you've got a different set of rules. And to me, I'm always a friend of keeping things simple, but this really makes it more complex. I'm not really a friend of it. Don't really know what it means for especially new designers. And yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Maybe I will be surprised. Maybe it will make it better. Many people were skeptical last time when Spreadshirt implemented this change with the royalties. But again, it still works now. Spreadshirt hasn't really suffered from that. I really like Spreadshirt, and I hope that they make a change here, which is really positive for the platform. But currently, I just doubt it. I don't really know what the benefit is for creators, designers. And as I said, eventually, the only person who can decide if a design is good is the customer. And that's really my opinion on this. Hopefully you liked this video, and if you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print-on-demand journey, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.